Okay, Sheriff. Here they are.
Tell the Marshal this ain't how we do things here. But I'll oblige him this once. All right. Let's see what we got. Who's it gonna be? One of you. It's got to be one of you. Don't try me now. Come on. Okay, you head through there. I'm gonna need your details. We pulled the wrong one of you? All right, then. Deputy, would you please? You aren't going anywhere, and neither am I. Take the time and get this right. From what I hear, you ain't leaving us anytime soon. We're gonna need a fair record of you. Tell me everything except that you're innocent. I'd find that hard to believe. Quite a record we'll have on you. You're lucky you were caught, you know. The way the town feels about what happened, you were likely to be shot. It's a process, all right, but a necessary one. How you doing with that? Okay, then. Yep. Okay, let's get a photograph. I'll need to see your fingers, palms to you. Okay.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens aid staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on, get moving! You with the hammer? And you'll do. We need to perform a work detail out near Tumbleweed. Come on, get in. Open the gate. Come on, Milliken. Yeah!
Fuck, I don't think it's my salty. Fuck. Slowly just gonna do. What the fuck? Alright then. Alright.
I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there.
You aren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education. Good day, gentlemen. Oh, don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names? Jenkins and Milliken. Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please. Okay. Okay. You all run away. Aside from you. Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken. So kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back. Mr. Went, I believe it was $50 we agreed on. It was. Here's 50 each. Each? Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism. All we did was stand there and look tough. And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us. Come along. And you better get on this horse. Yeah, we ought to get out of here before the alarm is raised.
You gotta crawl strong.
It's not much of an animal, but we haven't got far to ride. Just get on the horse when you're good and ready, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Wonderful.
which guy?
I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. Sorry, but I'm gonna need you to come with me. There will be plenty of time for adventures. Now, if you follow me, please.
واخا انا نشبع كاينين.
6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still
فين
seem
احمد
strong,
هذه الرده ديال الله
I
شريتها
mean,
البارح
look like
غير
breaking all
شويه
those rocks left
كاين
you
يعني
entirely
ما
broken
تلعبش هي
in
اونلاين.
body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when
هذا
you
دابا هربني واقيلا
came
ما
out
الله
really
يموت من
foul.
جابل.
Maybe you're like that too.
خرب بوليسي
Guess we'll see. Maybe you just want to put it all
لا
behind
راك
you and get
ياكلها
rid of it
هنايا
all.
هذاك الشيء نفسه حقيقي.
That would be fine, of course. He's just up here. There's the camp. It's your horse. Come on, hitch up.
واخا بلاتي راه قال لي يركبها وخرب. وياه دخلت امو بالزعبول.
This way. She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello,
هلا
Jessica Leclerc. How do you do?
الحمد
What
لله
did you
وانتي
tell him?
بخير.
Nothing, as we
والو
discussed.
تسا.
Thank you, Hawley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them.
الزعبول
I can't be
الزعبول.
sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did
Okay,
not
that's
cause
cool.
it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Hawley, please show our guest to
وراه
the
بقيت
tent
كنخدم
and give them some
بالكاركتير
fresh
للاسف
clothes to
عطاوني
put
جوج
on.
لي كاركتير
Then serve us
يا
both a little
مرايا هاد
refreshment.
الخينا
Certainly,
هذا.
madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there,
سير
alongside a few
اخي.
other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern.
كان اخوي راه السجل. اوكي. الله نشوف انا عطاوني الشومه حاجه وحده اللي نعمر. كيفاكيه. طفاك كي شي غلط. والله ما خصها تكون هذه. اوكي ناخذو هذه. اوكي هات سميتو القران صافي لا ما اعتقد. لا راه قلنا خويا راه اختارينا شنو بغيتو. ياه تنسكرولي اوكي. What the fuck? يقول لي قضية الطاقية. بدي هات. ها. اييه. كي هنا السطرة ما كيعطيوني والو. شغلات فينا تخيتي بعدا شوية. هادي اللي درنا قبيلة. اوكي. دابا نزيدو هادي دابا هادي شناهي هي. نديرو هادي باش متكونش كاع كنبانو مزيان في الاخر. يا هادي يا هادي. لا خصنا نكونو انيقين على الصفا. اللي درناها. صافي. لا. وراه اختاريناها الصافي. What the fuck? موديل فين؟ هادي هي باك. وشو باك اش كيعطيوني هنا؟ على خير برو هذا.
That looks more comfortable. Hawley,
ايوا شوية
Here,
وصافي.
madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying, hmm?
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend,
شيقة.
Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good.
الجبال
I
هاد
look
الصوت
forward
مشينا
to
نشوفو ليها.
rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow.
والله شكون بينا.
My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr.
يلا
Cripps.
الله
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps! Get up!
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
هون الدين دين. يقول لك to open the flyer menu. نديرو L. ندير مقلب. مكاينش. اوكي. اوكي.
Oh, sir. While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief, and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. قال لك
I'm sure you're tired.
نمشي نركبوه على
Get this done and you can rest.
نبركو على الاتش قال لك باش يصفر. وجه اللفتة. قال لك نمشيو لشي بلاصة هنا. رزق خارجين من الجهة.
Leave me be!
جينا وقت الناس صار عندنا الطريق. ما تبغاش كتقلب المهم نمشي نكملو الميسيون ديالنا ونسولو الطورة. أول شي واحد هيدو التسليحة. Ora كندير عليها الصاد. إذا خصني ندخل عند الدين مو.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend.
أيه.
He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up near Gap Tooth Ridge. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
ما عرفتش من ناخذ اوكي اذا غادي نهبط غادي نشوف فين نديرو بي بلاتي نشري الماكلة الصراحة والله لا عرفت fucking houses. Oh. Oh shit. فاك ديروا لي ضروري نعاود لا تما راه كيقول لي سير ديك البلاصه ولكن كنت غادي نجي هنا وما عطاوني عاود كل هاي الأساس شي بلاصة هنايا ندخل فيها مشي وكالا راهي هي جيناها والدخان هنا لما نطلعو ناري هذا السمو ناري ناخذ شي سلاح